Hello everybody, this is NonVHS and I'm here with some Loadout gameplay for you. Now before I start with the commentary, this gameplay is Blitz. It's from the previous version, I think it's 0.24, so it means that Trailer Park isn't textured, so yeah, it doesn't really matter. But what does matter is that this gameplay is one of the best games I ever had. Not score-wise, but more like fun-wise, you know. Just I had more fun in this game than I think I have ever done in any other match. Anyway, that's not important. Today I'm going to talk about two things I like in Loadout and two things I dislike. Now, just before I start, again, the dislikes aren't problems with the developments. These are just play styles, and one of them is obviously uh, well, two of them are possible just because of the development, but that's not what I meant. You'll see. So I'm going to start with the things I like because, well, I like them more than I dislike the other ones. So yeah. Okay, the first thing I really like is the community's involvement in the making of the game, which means if you've been around and you've seen the forums and stuff like that, you know what I mean. The community is just, you can say, part of the game, because Edge of Reality really makes it possible to communicate with them, which most of the big companies won't do. For example, Ubisoft, you can talk to some of them, but here there are just actually chats going on with the development team, and obviously mostly KL, but still all the developers are involved. So that's a big part. Also the live stream they have every week on Wednesdays, I believe, is a big part of that community involvement too, because first of all, when they live stream, they show off stuff in the next build, and it makes now the community can see stuff before they come out and just feedback them and stuff like that. And also while they're streaming, they answer questions, which is just pretty good, because you know, you can just get a direct answer to stuff you want to know. Obviously they can't answer all the questions, but still you get like 5 questions, I think, every 10 minutes or something like that. Maybe less, but that's not my point. I'm just saying that they answer the questions, which is awesome, because you know, you communicate with them. Also, the involvement is also the community forums, which are pretty active, and you can see stuff like first of all, there's a sub forum called Ideas and Suggestions, which Edge of Reality, the developers obviously, takes ideas and suggestions from. Now you can suggest everything you want, obviously Loadout related, but they won't take they won't take all the suggestions, because they can't put everything in the game. But if they see something a lot of people want and stuff like that, for example nerfs or buffs, or for example the shield, people have been complaining about it, and they acted. They didn't just leave it as it was. So yeah, that's a big example. I'm pretty sure, I'm not completely sure, but I'm pretty sure they did also something with Spacebox, which was pretty hard to earn, because you had to do to just you can only get it from the wheel. I think they did that. It's easier to get it from the wheel or something like that, but you can still also get it only from the wheel. I'm not sure, but that's not what I'm talking about. So yeah, that's pretty much one of the things I really like about Loadout. And yeah, the second thing is all the customization that counts, character customization and weapon customization both. Um, character customization is pretty big. Because since there are only two characters, you'd think that you can make a pretty small variation of stuff, but that's not true. You can just make some crazy shit. One thing I'm saying, that they said, I think in the weapon customization, there are a lot. I think they said 30 million or 30 billion possibilities. I'm pretty sure million because it sounds more uh, more truthfully. I'm not sure what the word I'm searching for. So they said 30 million, but they count improved Tesla as a new part. So yeah, there's less than 30 million, but still quite a lot. So yeah. Also, in the character customization, the just colors. For example, gray beta hoodie and black beta hoodie. So yeah, that also counts as two things for them, but only one for me. But the customization is pretty amazing. It's still pretty amazing. You can still see stuff like Space Marine with an underwear where which one of his balls is hanging out, and that's pretty funny, I gotta say. And it's awesome that they make such things, and just yeah. Also, the weapon customization is incredible because you can make basically everything you want, from a Tesla shotty to a pyro beam, which no one uses, but it's still optional. But you can still make stuff like normal FPSs, and I'm saying normal not because this game is not normal, but because it's odd in the good way. Because you can see balls of Space Marines hanging out. Yeah. So you can make an automatic sniper rifle. You can make a 3-burst. You can make basically everything, as I said. So that's pretty awesome, and I have to give credit to Edge of Reality for everything, obviously, but just amazing that they can make such big game, with such a small team, they can make such an awesome game. So yeah. Okay, so yeah. Now the things I dislike. Just first of all, I must repeat. This isn't Edge of Reality's problem. I mean, they did make these optional, but they didn't say. They don't say to people like, "Do this," to annoy people. That's just something I dislike about playstyles. Okay, first of all is the shield. I start with this because it's more. I dislike it less. But it's still annoying. So the shield, for those who don't know, it started with giving 50% health, and now it's 33 because of the community's involvement in the creation, which also makes my point better, the point from earlier with the community. And also the Tesla payload does, I think, 1.75 more damage, or not more damage, just I don't really know, but it does more damage to the shield. So that's a pretty good tactic for dodging shields. Not dodging, but you know what I mean. Never mind. So yeah, I dislike shields for two reasons. First of all, if you can't handle the 100 health that Edge of Reality gave you at the beginning, that's it's not my problem. I mean, it is, but just learn how to play. Don't go around using something that will give you more health, and I'll cover healing later. So that's why I really don't like shield, because if you can't handle the things you're giving, don't try to manipulate it, I can say, um, and get something else that will give you more health. I mean, they did put it in the game, thinking about exactly that, but I still don't think it's a good idea. So yeah. Now healing is different, because healing is being active. For example, if you take a healing gun, you can't just stand there and the people will be healed. You need to shoot at them and heal them. So you can't just be idle and get health. That's compared to the shield, where you just get health. You don't do anything to earn that health. You just get it. And also it's regenerative, so you can just stay in the corner while having no health and get the health. So I think it just shouldn't be, the shield shouldn't be there. Or maybe it should, but in a different way. I'm not quite sure. Maybe as a pickup or something like that, armor pickup. I haven't thought of it all the way, but I just still don't like it. So yeah, the being idle is the main problem that I have with it. So the second thing I dislike is passive sniping. Now, it's not an official term or something like that, but I call it like that because I have no idea how else to call it. So yeah, passive sniping is basically being a sniper, but just without any movement included. For example, standing in the place while the target just sits there and does nothing. Also, if it's okay if you move and the target doesn't, but I really don't like it when the target moves and you don't move, because that's annoying. Because you know, you need to move. It's Loadout. It's basically all about movement. You can just do a 180 in the middle of a roll, and it kind of, you know, points the thingy of being able to move as freely as you want. It's pretty impressive, and if you waste it by sniping passively, I think you're doing it wrong. By the way, it also includes using remote-controlled missiles. So, since you can't really move while using it, you can just move and start using it in the middle of the air or something, but it's harder. So if you do that, props to you. But I dislike that too. So yeah, I'm just going to say it again. The things I like, the community and the weapon crafting, are not the only things I like, but they're the things I like the best. That also counts for the disliking. These aren't the things I don't dislike just these two things. I just dislike them the most. And the third thing is I like what I like more than I dislike what I dislike, if that makes just any sense at all. So yeah, that was me doing this for the third time, because at the first time I didn't even notice my mic was off, and in the second time I just forgot to save the commentary. So yeah, you can hear me doing it the third time. Well, no, you can. You can hear just the first time because you didn't hear the second two. Never mind. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this pretty good video uh, gameplay. I'm not sure about the commentary. That's you to decide. Up to you. So yeah, if you did enjoy, please let me know. If you didn't, please let me know why. And yeah, that wraps it up. So bye bye.